Hey everybody, it's Jennifer, and I just wanted to touch base because it is my 1 year anniversary with Beautycounter. 1 year, I can't believe it. So much has happened in the past year, and I've learned so much about so many things. So I just figured it was a little bit of a time to reflect and touch base and let you know what I know. So, first of all, I just want to let you know I have been with a few other direct sales companies, and I finally found my home with Beautycounter. And what I love about the direct sales industry is that you can find something that works for you, works for your lifestyle. I live out by Mount Rainier in Washington State. There are 200 people where I live. So it's not a huge job market here. So I really had to find something that worked for me with where I live. So direct sales was able to do that for me. And I love the fact that I could reach out through sampling with Beautycounter, through Facebook, through personal messaging, through any kind of technological thing that I could use, as well as in-person networking. But I do spend a lot of time in my car trying to work on that one. But direct sales can offer you as little or as much as you want to put into it, which I love because this is now my full-time job. I'm actually making enough money that I can have this as my thing. And whether you want a couple $100s a month, $1,000, a couple $1,000s, a six-figure income, it's all what you put into it. So I love that because the only limitation that's being put on you is you and what you want to put into it. You don't really get that at any other job. You're working hard for that promotion and maybe you don't get it. Maybe, the chick sits beside you, she gets it. It's just, you're really in the control of your own fate with direct sales, which I think is fantastic because I'm a bit of a control freak, if you know me. So I like that. But Beautycounter has really been able to offer me that. And, one of the things that I do say about if you are going to think about doing direct sales is really research the company that you are going to get involved in. I know I've made the mistake in the past of not properly researching and just jumping into something on a whim. And while it was great, I got that kit and I got all this stuff and, it really wasn't what I was actually looking for. So when you are looking at a company, look at the products that they're selling, look at if it's something you like or love, look at their compensation plan, look at their leadership team, look at their track record. It's so important. And look at, and take a look around, be a little bit of a Facebook stalker, stalk the people that are doing that business and see, are these people I want to be in business with? Because really the image that's putting out there by the other consultants in your company is what is going to be painted on you as well. Whether you operate your business in that way or not, you are being painted with a wide brush because of how people portray themselves. So just, take a look around and see who you want to be in business with. That's one of my really good pieces of advice for you. But now let's just get back to me. So, and Beautycounter and why I'm here. So anyways, I found out about Beautycounter just over a year ago. And I was with another company. I was at a fairly high level and I was not moving forward. My business, in fact, my team was growing, but my revenues were falling. And I had to look at that and going, wait a minute, what's going on here? I'm working my butt off for less and less money every month. So I was just sitting there going, I don't know what to do. Do I keep doing this or what? And my husband finally said to me, you need to make a decision. You need to move forward and do something else, or you need to stop. And he had been extremely supportive of me in my business for 18 months. And he finally said, you're miserable. I don't like being around you. And so for me, I was like, okay, I have to look at something else. So the Beautycounter opportunity came up and I sat on it. I didn't do anything because I was quite comfortable in my misery. It's easier to stick around with something that you are comfortable in, like a marriage, like a job, like a living situation. And it's just easier to stay with the known than the unknown. And I totally get that because I was there too. So I made a phone call and I talked to somebody and he bugged me for 3 weeks. Did you call her? Did you call her? No. So finally I was like, all right, I'm just going to call her. You guys all know what I mean, right? You've had husbands that have done that. So I did. I picked up the phone and I said, tell me about Beautycounter. What is different? Why should I be interested in Beautycounter? So one of the first things we started talking about was the personal care industry and the fact that there was no regulation in the personal care, or very little regulation. I shouldn't say no regulation, because there is regulation, it's just not very good. And I was shocked, because I'm the naive Canadian. I live in the US, and I'm thinking the big US government's looking after me. Well, I was wrong. They aren't. They're looking after companies who are putting products into, or ingredients into products that are totally unsafe and shouldn't be used on humans or animals or anybody. So what she told me was that Beautycounter has a very extensive screening process. And let's just put it into perspective. The United States hasn't passed a law since 1938 for the personal care industry. So when I said there was no law, well, it's pretty old and antiquated. And it's so antiquated, in fact, that they only ban or partially ban, some of them aren't even fully banned, 6 ingredients for your personal care products. And I'm sure that you and I can think of way more than 6 ingredients that we don't think we should be putting on our bodies. Now, Canada takes it a little bit further, 100 times further. There are about 600 products, or ingredients, that they won't put in products. And the EU takes it even further. So when somebody says that a product is EU compliant, that means that they have just about 1,400 ingredients that they will not allow in their products. Beautycounter takes it to a next level. We are at 1,500 ingredients that we won't put in our products. So that means that we are setting a standard for safety. So I was like, okay, this is really interesting to me, because I had no idea. And I'm thinking, what am I putting on myself? Like, I now have to go look at every single thing in my bathroom. And believe me, I did. So I was totally shocked. So then one of the things she told me about was the compensation plan with Beautycounter. And Beautycounter really rewards you. The compensation plan starts at a 25% commission all the way up to 35% on your personal sales. And when you start as a consultant, you actually can start earning on your team right away. So you could sign up today, you could sign your girlfriend up this afternoon, and guess what? You're already earning. There's no crazy like $2,000 for your team to start earning on them. No, it's like $300. So that is awesome. And I was impressed with that. I was also impressed with the fact that I could make it all the way to director just on my own personal sales. I didn't even have to have a team if I wanted to go about it that way. So I thought that was really cool too. And then there are also so many different cash bonuses and incentive programs that as a mentor, I get rewarded for promoting on my team, as well as our Start Counting program. So that was really great too. So I was like, okay, tell me more. Like, how do I sign up? Like, I was at that point, I was like, I don't even know if I want to try these products, because this just sounds like way too good to be true. So I then ordered some products from her, and they arrived, and I tried them out for a couple of days, and I saw an immediate difference in my skin. And I had always been a skincare junkie, and I had spent a fortune on skincare products throughout my lifetime. I was a Sephora, VIB, Beauty Insider. I mean, I was always like the top level of their rewards, because I was spending so much money with them. And I couldn't believe the difference that I saw in the products, or in my face after using the products in my skin. So I was like, okay, now I'm really in. So with, after talking to my husband about it, and it's not like I needed his permission, because I certainly didn't, but I went ahead and signed up for Beautycounter. And it was an amazing, amazing decision. And I'm so glad that I made it, because I have, first of all, found something that I'm truly passionate about. I am passionate about making sure that my friends and family are using safe products. It is such a huge issue. Like, you have no idea. I had no idea. 70% of the women out there have no idea. So I really felt that the educational factor with Beautycounter was so important, that I could be sharing helpful information with people and not just saying, buy my product. Because really the most important thing for all of us at Beautycounter is the fact that we want to make sure that people are informed consumers. That is so, so, so important. So even if you don't buy our product, at least if you look at the labels of what you're using, we will have felt like we've accomplished something. And so that is important to me as a person, because I want to be able to work with a company where I can really stand behind not only the products, but what they're doing out there as a company. And so that's been a great thing for me. And then also income wise, I have more than doubled the income that I made at my previous company, with a far less smaller team of people. And I'm working, I wouldn't say I'm working less, but I'm working smarter, not harder. I am not having to do a lot of the things that I had to do with the previous company. So that's been really nice for me as far as a balance of life as well. Um, but really, it's just been so personally rewarding and financially rewarding. And I want to thank everybody who is out there that is my customer, that is on my team, that has been working with me over the past year. And it has just been an amazing ride, and it's only going to get better. Beautycounter is on the forefront. We are the first beauty brand to do a pop-up shop in Target. I know you're like going, what, Target? But just remember Lily Pulitzer, Missoni, Tory Burch, all of those high-end lines have done very limited capsule collections with Target. We're doing the same thing. It's going to create a huge brand awareness for us. We're going to be in front of 65 million consumers. And when that product is gone from the Target shelves, people are going to have to purchase it somewhere, and people are going to want it because that Target marketing machine is just insane. And then also, I don't know if you've just heard, but recently we purchased the skincare line Nude out of the UK, which was developed by Ali Newsom, who is the wife of Bono from U2. I know I'm like, aging myself, but U2 was a pretty big deal for me. So that is really cool too. We are going to be incorporating them somehow, not exactly sure now, but the fact that somebody of that caliber is involved with Beautycounter, on top of all of the amazing people that are at Beautycounter corporate now, our corporate team is just amazing. So it is definitely a company that is an up and comer. We are not going anywhere but up. So if you're interested in joining, now is a great time. If you're interested in trying products, now is a great time. We are only coming out with more innovative products all the time. We just came out with Safe Lengthening Mascara, which they took three and a half years to develop. So that's crazy. We've got some more fun stuff coming out, like a deodorant, an acne line, things that people want and need. So if you're interested, let me know. And if not, that's okay too. I hope you have a great day. And again, thanks so much for supporting me over the past year. I can't wait to see what I'm saying next year at this time.